So as you can see, I have a couple of notebooks. I tried to put them in categories, like here are the ones I have my writing memos in. Here are the ones I use in lectures. Here that are still empty. Those that I use at the moment actively. Other notebooks that I use and I don't know what to call them. And my old, as old as time notebooks that I used to write in when I was a teenager. And here are the ones that I forgot. After the long intro where you saw how much I actually have notebooks, I'm going to show you all of them and where I use them and what brand they are, stuff like that. Still trying to find the perfect place where I can stay without using my leg all the time. Right. Okay, so let's start the first stack. That is the stuff, notebooks that I use at the moment. And the first one is this Harry Potter notebook from Moleskine. Yeah, teenage Harry Potter fan in me wanted this journal no matter what. And it is beautiful. It's hardcover, it has an elastic and a bookmark, which are nice plus. And I just love the cover. This is like matte gold finish. And it's beautiful crimson red. And it has a Hogwarts on it. It is from the Marauder's map. Here is the first spread has this Hogwarts castle. Yeah, it has lined pages and it has quite nice actually quite thin paper, which I have needed and missed because I'm using a very thick notebook form as my bullet journal. I know there's nothing in the first pages, but in the last page there is already, which is spread for the Wheel of Time series, where I listed all the books in the Wheel of Time and then I'm going to color them in when I read them. And so, as you might already guess, this is going to be my book journal or reading journal as another name. I don't read much, but I have this challenge where I want to read one book a month, and I thought it would be nice to have a book, its own notebook for it. It's going to last for many years, I think, because I mean, even if I use a whole spread for one book, it's going to last for a long time. And the next one is my bullet journal. If you have watched my 2 earlier videos, you have seen this one. It's from Notebook Therapy, called Tsuki Nara, and it has beautiful rose gold foil and it's hardcover, which is velvet or something. It's very soft, I love it, but it's also going to get all the dust from the floor where I am filming this. As you can see, it has very thick pages, 160 GSM, and I have already done a couple of my spreads, like January spread and 2021 spread. So if you want to see those, they are up in my channel. The next one is my other notebook that I will use regularly in 2021, which is movie/TV series / game journal. I watch a lot of movies and series and play a lot of games. I already did this in 2020, which I'm going to show you soon, and I'm going to do a flip through of it later for this channel. And this journal is from Victoria's Journals. It has soft cover and it has some more interesting and different pen, and it's looking like this, the front cover and January cover, which I'm going to show you later too. And yet we haven't watched much other than one movie, and we are binge watching The Office, so it's going to be added here to January spreads later. Oh yeah, I forgot, it has pink sides. Then, now that we are talking about movie journals, my 2020 movie journal. Movie slash TV series slash game journal, but it's too long, so I just call it movie journal. This was a random notebook I bought from my local bookstore. It's from Sedon. I think it's called like it's pronounced like that. And it has softer cover. It's just very thick right now. Only thing is that I'm still in the middle of doing it since I started in September, I think. So I've been doing this since last September, and I have added every single movie and series and game I watched and played in 2020. So it's like something like 160. I think I counted 160. My little popcorn notebook, which was €1 from a local from a local store which sells everything cheap. And yeah, I don't even know if this had any actual brand. It's from Money, but this is very cute. It's hardcover, but it has softness in it, and it has a small pen which works nicely. And yeah, I use this as my planner, like everything I'm thinking about from what I want my bullet journal, and just quick plannings I do for my YouTube videos or Instagram posts or whatever it needs, which needs more space than I have in my bullet journal. Next up we have a soft cover, smaller notebook, which is super cute and beautiful. I'm not even sure what brand it is, but this is my happiness journal. It's in Finnish here, but it's about my things that make me happy. Like here is winter, and I wrote a little bit things that comes to my mind from winter. Here's Christmas, what brings me a Christmas spirit. And I haven't done anything else yet because, well, it's quite new. And I've been busy with my bullet journal spreads and movie journal spreads that take pretty much all my free time. Next up we have the most beautiful journal I think I have ever owned, which is William Shakespeare journal from Insight. It has beautiful gold foil, amazing spine even, just beautiful, and inside it has beautiful doodles and little quotes from Shakespeare acts, like here, the web of our life is of mingled young, good and ill together. Also well that ends well. Act 4, Scene 3. And it has beautiful back and front cover. It's the same, both. And has a name place over there. And here I am keeping my dream journal. Not as in what are my dreams, but what I actually dream during nights. What kind of dreams I have. Like I already done here only one. Then the next category. Journals or not journals. Maybe journals. Yes. These I only found later. I forgot completely these, but these are my diaries. I don't have all of my diaries here. Some are at my parents' place, but those that I have here are the newest ones. So I think I go from the oldest I have here to the newest. I think I have done journaling since I was something like 10, and it shows. Anyway, my oldest diary is this one. I'm going to try to look if I can see who has done it. CSAP, Stationery Finland. It's a Finnish company apparently. And I loved these. I used to love these thick notebooks. And they usually lasted me not that long because I used to write a lot of things. But yeah, it was pretty much only writing. Not really any pictures or anything that I could write here. I'm not going to show because it's very embarrassing. I wrote this from 2009 till 2013. which means I was 14, I think. Yes, 14. The second one is this one. It's probably from the same company. I'm just going to check. Yes, CSAP. And it was from my local bookstore. And it's not as cute. I'm not in this kind of style anymore, but it's kind of funny. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to show you this one either. I'm just going to check when did I write it. 2013 till 2015. 18 till 20. And then the newest diary that I wrote till 2015 till 2020 that I hate a lot. I mean, I don't really hate it. It's very beautiful. It's absolutely one of the most beautiful diaries I have owned, and it's thick as hell. But I hate it because I can't really read it anymore. It's one of those diaries, it started to be at least one of those diaries where I wrote only when I felt sad, anxious, everything negative, and pretty much never happy feelings anymore. That's why I decided, after I finished this in 2020, I decided that next journal will be more positive, and I decided to do bullet journal because I thought it will be concentrate more on things that happen rather than my feelings. And then my dream diary will have my strange dreams and morning thoughts, which doesn't mean they have to be always negative. Then my happiness journal will have everything that gives me happy feelings. Whenever I feel sad or anything else, I can just do a nice spread into it and remind myself whatever makes me happy at that moment. And this journal, why it's amazing, and I started to add everything between it. Like these are my like big tickets to conventions, mostly anime and manga conventions throughout the years, and there's a lot of them. Like stuff like this is fine to show. Here are two of the wristbands I had from, one is from Dragon convention, and one is from Weekend Festival, which was concerts and stuff like that, festival throughout a weekend. Then I did this kind of stuff, like I was watching Love Simon with my friend at the movie theater, and she didn't want the ticket, so I liked it, of course. And I drew an American flag and classic dino flag because I was eating there with my mom when she was over to my place. Then here are the things I had from my Japan trip that I was with my friend. And here are other tickets and stuff. It's just memories, like a receipt, a bus pass. Next up, I'm going to show you some of my writing things, like where I write my memos of my book ideas and stuff. So these are the newest ones. Not really. This is an old one. Here I actually wrote actual stories, but I thought I will add it to this pile because, well, I don't really use it anymore, but it's a bigger one, and I used to write a little bit over here. And the pages are seriously cute. And it's from Flying Tiger store. And yeah, this is actually super cute, and you can see what kind of Japan fan I was back then. So next up, this beautiful, actually super beautiful notebook. The Milliard, yes, if I pronounce it right. It has been many years since my French lessons. And it's from Cots Dots, Paris. And okay, I love stars and constellations, so this is just a perfect notebook for me. And in pages inside are absolutely gorgeous. It's always fun to come back to this little notebook. It's just some ideas, not like full scenes or anything. Whenever I have something I want to remember for that story, I write it over here. Then this one, well, it's not actually writing, okay? This pile is a lot of other than what I thought it would be. So this notebook is for cute again. Absolutely. Senmu, I think it's Japanese or Chinese company, I'm not sure. Maybe Chinese. I wrote here my ideas for my The Sims 4 videos that I did whole 2 before I started to do notebook and journal videos. Old and kind of dirty journal notebook, which was for my first big story project, but I kind of came into stump with the story idea and planning, so it has been without touching for a long time now. But it has blank pages, which is maybe one of the reasons I kind of didn't want to write this one anymore. It is nice, beautiful green, and it's very nice and soft cover. What is that? Like, it's a hard cover, but it has something like gloss on top of it. Okay, I'm bad at explaining things, and I'm sorry. For my absolute favorite notebook where I put my story ideas. Machine. It's so cute. It has coldens. It has some beautiful gold foil everywhere. And it's so nice and soft, full leather. First breath. Oh my god, look at that. That's adorable. And here I do one of the stories that I haven't done planning for a long time. I think I really need to get back to writing because that story was actually pretty nice. Anyway, this has normal line pages and cute machine over here, the corners, and yes, machine. Alright, so next notebooks, I think I'm going to show you more of my story planning notebooks like this and this. Okay, let's start with this one. Right, I used to be a huge Sketchbook Hitman Reborn fan. It's an anime, as you could have guessed, and I absolutely love these two characters together. Right, let's move on. To be honest, this notebook is very pretty and nice. It's perfect for a fan. I haven't used this, I don't think so, for a long time. I used to plan here my fanfictions. Not even my fanfiction, actually one of my original stories the same one I planned in that green one. Interesting. Okay, let's go then. I used to love these Flying Tiger notebooks. They are beautiful. Linen cover, amazing design, and very simple lined pages. I'm not going to show you because this is full of text from front to back, and I'm not sure if I'm ready that you see my fanfictions. This is the same. I used to write a lot to these Flying Tiger notebooks. They're small and nice, and they go with me anywhere. This is not full, so as you can see, just basic lined pages. And this is the same one. Here's even a cute panda. This is also from Flying Tiger, and I used to do a little bit of planning over here. I think it's not much or at all. Is this empty? Oh, it's not empty. Nude. Next one is this again from Flying Tiger. I used to buy a lot of these small notebooks from there because they were quite nice. This is not my favorite design, but I bought it because I needed one more of these small ones, but apparently that was a time when I stopped writing in these and took bigger notebooks for my note-taking. So this was empty for a long time until I started to use it when I got into bullet journaling and I bought washi tapes. So here are all samples from all of my washi tapes that I own. Like here, these are from Tokmanni. That's local store which sells everything cheap, and they're quite pretty. Then those are from there too. They came from this pack of 3. That one was actually a little bit more expensive, and old ones these and those then were my first ones, and I did a lot of only with these. Then I started to buy more from the more cheap washi tapes, and I got hooked, and I haven't seen the end of it yet because I'm going to show you really fast. Yep, there's no end to it. I'm hooked and addicted. Okay, back to writing notebooks. This one was in a good use because you can see these. I used to write this story apparently very actively because I marked important parts like this. I think this is from Flying Tiger too. It's soft cover and nice to write in, I remember. I really like this one. And the last small one is Napkin notebook, but it was from a different store this time, not Flying Tiger, surprise. But it was from a local bookstore. It has my hair on it. And yeah, I think I filled this up till the end. It's not really anything that special other than me writing lame things on it. My school notebooks. I have more, but they're boring. I'm not showing those. These are the ones that are special. So the first one, this is absolutely adorable little fox, and it's from, I'm not going to pronounce that, Burde is how I would say it, but I don't think that's how you say it. Burde. I'm sorry, I don't know. And it's just my school notes. Other cute notebook is this cute as hell owl notebook from Aquest. My god, these names are quite hard to pronounce, right? And it's just the same kind of, it was my Japanese notebook. I used to take Japanese back in, okay, I'm still in university, but in university anyway, back in the day. And then the next one, cute whale. I mean, this is the most adorable notebooks I have ever seen. I say this from every single notebook I show you, but look at this. And this is from Design and Life, Langua. That might be the firm. Then this notebook, it's very simple, see-through pink cover, and the final notebook, which is amazing, beautiful. That's the reason why I bought this as my school notebooks. Fantastic Trip. Hey, where are you going? That's super cute. And Joytop Production has made this one. So, next ones. On these two that I didn't remember to put any other category. Like this one, again from Flying Tiger. It's bigger one, but it's the same series as the small notebooks. And here I write my game idea. And then this one that I haven't used much because I do all my drawing to my bullet journal now and my movie journal. It has my drawings that I haven't really finished all. Lady Maria Norway doll from Born and some more Hollow Knight. I actually like this picture. But then I stopped doing this because I thought these crystals were ugly. But they're not that bad. I think I'll come back to this and finish it, finally. And to talk about empty sketchbooks and notebooks, I have more empty ones, which is, I think, quite a useful thing for those who love notebooks, that you don't use those that you buy. Okay, so here are some pictures in the mail because why not? But this one, completely unused. It's soft cover. It's random from a random company. Doesn't say. and I guess I never really just liked how floppy it is, I guess. Then, once again from Flying Tiger, a small notebook, but I didn't like it because it didn't have. I will also add this word right over here. And I guess I just didn't like the wooden look it has. It's just a basic lined small notebook, but I don't know how to use it. Next one, again from Flying Tiger, one of these things that were a big hit back in the day. And I guess it's beautiful, it has bling, but for some reason I have never found anything to do with it because it's quite tight, and to be honest, I don't like how it feels to my hands. Next empty notebook is this one. Yeah, as you can see, it's the same looking one as my earlier ones, like earlier diary / journal ones. And it is from Caesar again. And this is absolutely cute and adorable. I remember that I bought this when I already had that golden one, which I mean this one. And back then I really loved this kind of journals. Thick and I don't know, I just like this style. But I didn't find them back then, and I really loved that golden black one. But later I found this one. I thought, okay, I buy this for my next journal. Surprise, I never used it as my next journal because when I finished that other journal, it was 2020 and I was done with my previous style of making a diary. So it's completely unused and I want to use it someday. I thought about using it as a dream journal, but then I got that William Shakespeare one and I wanted to use it right away. So now I have this one and I'm definitely going to use this one day. Today is just not yet. Next one is a sketchbook from Art Creation. Talents Art Creation, right? Talents, yes, Talents. I got this as a Christmas present this Christmas actually. And it's still empty and I really love. This is a thicker paper, so I think it will hold something like watercolors at least a little bit. And I already tried my pro markers for this and they bleed through, but it's not that bad. I think I will use them for a lot for coloring because I do like what kind of, quality or, it looks so soft and nice and silky. So there's a lot of pages to use, and I have wanted a sketchbook with this kind of style. Oh my god, with a spine, without those. What are those? I really don't know the word, but I will again write it right over here so you can guess what I'm trying to say for you here. It's very pretty and I love this baby blue color. Next up is another notebook that I got for Christmas, and it is this newbie one. It has nice lined pages and I've been thinking about using this one as my story notebook. I'm thinking about starting to write things by hand. And next one, this is not completely empty, but it's as good as empty because I'm going to just rip off the first page that I used for something else. And I think I'm going to use this for my note taking because my lectures are starting soon. There are new lectures. I have only 2 notebooks that I can use which have a little bit free space, so this is going to be one of those. And then my next bullet journal, Scribbles That Matter bullet journal. I already put a sticker here and it's this lavender color which is very beautiful. I bought this actually before notebook therapy, but I wanted to start use that because it has a cute deer doe. So yeah, this also has 160 GSM and I'm quite excited to start using it. So we have gotten so far now that I have only that I have only one thing to show you, which is very huge, and it is that suitcase full of my teenage notebooks that I used for writing by hand. Let's start from the very first one. This one. It's from Sense. Haha. Sense, I see. It has a pearl. It's full of fan fictions that I really don't want to read to anyone. It's in Finnish, but the name of it is in English, and it's I Always Love You, because of course. And it's still full of my little notes that I made for my fanfictions and original stories. Then here's other one. It's also from Sense. I used only these because I'm a creature of habits. And this one has tulips, and it's also filled till the end. Then the third one of the same Sense notebooks. This one also has a flower, I'm not sure which flower. And this one also has little notes in the middle, and it's filled till the end. Then those 3 notebooks were the ones when I wrote a lot by hand. Then I got my first laptop and I started to write on my laptop. Or with my laptop, I'm not sure. Anyway, but I still tried to use notebooks for something because I already loved notebooks back then. And this Big Trouble is one that I apparently filled till the end. Then I have this notebook, which is just screams my childhood, because dog guys, I used to love dogs so much. And it's also from Aquest. This name comes up many times. And it's also filled till the end and used in 2010. Then I have these 2 that are from Banana Revolution, which made ecological paper. And it's this brownish paper, which is actually quite nice looking and smelled like banana, because I think they made this paper from banana. Yes, using banana paper save trees. And this is not fully filled, but it's in the same year, used it in the same years as this one, but this one is still the end, so I think I just like this one more. And it's 2010. Then I have this Moomin notebook, which is very beautiful actually, and in 2011, so I started to get close to those years that I didn't write in this anymore. Finally, these 2 that are, this one isn't anymore filled full, so it's starting to be that point when I started to use only my laptop for writing. Like, it's in 2012, I think. Yes. And it's from Ajosta, which is a Finnish company. And this Black Cats notebook, which is very cute, AA I think is the company, and it even says the thickness of the paper, or the weight of the paper. It's surprising, but I think this one has even less paper, this notebook itself, as it has some random papers put in the middle of it. And then I have this one that I got from my sister, and it used to be my sister's, which means it's from the early 90s, and you can see it from this cover. And I think this notebook is actually super cute. It's from Starprint, and I'm not going to show, it's full of my poems, but it has no lines, it's just a blank paper. And I remember I used to love to writing in this. I think it's just because it looks quite old. It has this 90s vibe in it, and I think I loved it even back then. Yeah. And because my camera stopped recording, I talked about when I started to write by hand, and I think it was something like 2007 when I was 12, and I wrote till 2012. And I even wrote back then when I got the notebook and the laptop, but notebooks have always been something that I have cherished, and I think it will always be. I mean, look at this. I got a beautiful bullet journal right now, and I have a beautiful reading journal, and I have a very beautiful last year's movie journal, but anyway, I'm still in the middle of making, so it will be now. And yeah, it brings up so many memories, like this one. I remember this is my first notebook that I brought in. That says so much that I still remember it. And I even love this journal, even though I said I hate it because I can't read it, but it's super beautiful, and you can see it's thick and it's already polishing with the good memories even, and it's quite nice. It's not those years that I had a lot of fun in those years. Yeah, I think I have used so much money to notebooks, but I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's nice because you can always go through these notebooks and be like, oh my god, so many memories. I have even more notebooks at my parents' place, which might be part 2 for videos, but for the series. But for now, I have all of this in our small apartment, and it's fantastic. But yeah, I hope you liked this video. I'm sorry I'm not good at explaining things, and I'm sorry I'm quite awkward because I'm still not used to talking to camera or even behind camera, whatever. But it was fun showing you all of the notebooks that I have, and I hope you felt the same and you didn't get too bored. But I myself always love to see other people's notebooks. They tell so much about the person and what they have liked throughout years and what they like now and how they have felt them. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I see you in the next one. Remember to subscribe, like, and even leave a comment. It would be nice to see what you're thinking, and if you have any good memories with notebooks too. So yeah,